So a little intro about myself. This is my third tutorial I'm recording. Hopefully it's my first one I'm gonna post. I'm not sure. I started off doing makeup about 4 years ago, and I went on to work for a company that I'm not allowed to say, but I will say we wear all black and come out with collections quite often. So yeah, I do that for a living, and I've really been trying to get into YouTube for a while, but I really haven't had the time or the guts. Honestly, I've also been lazy, but yeah, I'm hoping to turn this into my new hobby. I really had fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it and come back and watch me and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, so today we're gonna go for like this really just peachy, summery, glowy look. I try to use I try to use mostly affordable products. There are some that are gonna be a little on the higher end, not too overpriced, but you know, I threw a little mix of everything in there. The first thing I'm gonna start with is MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is just so our eyeshadows don't move. I just like to use my finger to run it across my eye because it's quick and easy. You only want to use a little bit of this stuff because if you use too much, it will kind of dry up and cause your shadow to catch. That's the last thing you want. But yeah, your eyes should look something like this. Kind of crazy white, but yeah. So on my eyes, I'm going to be using the Morphe Brushes 35E palette. It's honestly a really beautiful palette. My only complaint is that it has no matte colors. And I feel like I need matte colors for my transition shades. So I am going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use 2 MAC shades, but they are $6 now for the individual, so technically they are affordable. The first one I'm going to start with is MAC Roulet. It's a really pretty like orangey color. I'm using Morphe's E23 brush, and I'm just going to go in and start packing on, like right on my lid, and blending. I was really trying to record on my other mirror, but it's just not working out. So I'm going to use this little Tarte palette. It has a pretty decent mirror. I'm going to start blending in the crease. I like to go back and forth in kind of circular motions. Honestly, I try not to fret too much on the crease because I know that we're just going to be blending colors onto there anyways. So yeah. A lot of the products I'm going to be using today, it's my first time using, so I guess technically it's going to be a first impression and an eye tutorial. So yeah, your eyes should look a little something like this. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use my 35E palette by Morphe, and I'm going to use this like beautiful peachy shade right here. This shade right here is like the reason I bought the palette. I'm going to be using another Morphe brush. This one's an E13. I really like this brush because it's like flat but fluffy, if I explain myself. So I'm just going to use this to use on my lid. So yeah, you just kind of want to pack it on the lid. You can pack or kind of press down and swipe. Honestly, whenever I'm doing a shadow, I like to press down and swipe because I feel like I get the most pigment out of that. So yeah, your eye should look like you got punched with orange. No, really, your eye should look like you got punched with orange. Now, we're going to go in with MAC Saddle. It's just a little browner. It's still in the orangey family, but it's a little deeper, so it's going to kind of add that like intensity to the eye. I'm going to focus this on the outer corner. I'm going to be using MAC's 217 brush. Honestly, this is my favorite brush for blending. Same situation, you're going to focus on the outer corner. I'm just going to blend circular motion and back and forth. You know, I kind of want to go back and add that like orangey color from Morphe. Again, just kind of top it off. But, you know, I want to intensify it. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. Spraying Fix Plus spray onto your brush will just intensify the shadow. It will almost make it into a like a creamy texture. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna go in with a MAC 266 brush. It's just a Duo 5 brush. I'm just gonna blend like there's no tomorrow. Some of you guys are probably gonna be like, you're going too high. Guess what? My eyebrow's not done yet, so we're gonna clean that area up. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just kind of blending because I don't want any harsh lines. You know. But yeah, now that the eye's done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So now that we have the brow filled, I'm just gonna go in with MAC 212 brush and this new NYX HD concealer that I just bought and clean it up. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wing liner, because why the fuck not? I'm gonna use the NYC liquid eyeliner. I literally just got this a couple hours ago, but I see a lot of artists using this and raving about it, so I decided to give it a shot. Honestly, me and liquid liner, I don't know. I normally, like, ever since I started doing makeup, I stuck to gels. I'm a little scared right now, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so my first impression, super pigmented, super wet. I mean, it is liquid, but I'm not used to it. Like I said, I use gel. The brush, amazing, gives you total control. So we got one fluky deaky wing done. Now I'm gonna move on and do the other one, and I'll be right back. So I'm gonna be using the Vegas Nice Grand Glamour lashes. I already cut them and shaped them to my eye because who wants to watch me do that? Nobody. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line them with Duo. So for my primer, I'm gonna be using the Neutrogena Shine Control primer. I've had this one for a while. It's not one I really reach for, but I probably should. I remember me liking it back then. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to use the Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation in the shade 240 Golden Beige. I absolutely love this foundation. I'm a foundation junkie, and this is a must-have. My, like, pet peeve with it, though, is that it doesn't have a pump. So what I feel like I have to do is grab it like this, my middle finger over it, shake it, get the product, and then dab it on. That's my pet peeve with this foundation. I'm going to go in with my Morphe E44 brush. Amazing brush, best brush, hands down, for a foundation that I own. This is honestly like a medium to full coverage, but I feel like you get pretty good coverage out of just one layer, as you guys can see. Do you guys see how flawless this foundation looks? That's why it's such a good foundation. Now that our priming and foundation is done, we can go ahead and highlight. I'm really excited because I'm going to be trying these NYX HD concealers, NYX, NYX, I don't know, HD concealers. I got the shade light to highlight. I actually bought two shades, light and medium. I'm going to try the light right now. Hopefully it's not too light. If not, I have the medium and we'll be straight. They're only $5 too, so we shall see how they work. So yeah, color, beautiful. Now I just gotta see how it sets and blends right now. I'm gonna use my MAC Pro sponge. It's just a little tip one like this. Same thing as the Beauty Blender. I do have the Beauty Blender. This one is just more clean at the moment. So my first impression, the color's amazing. This is definitely a little more dry. So if you have dry skin under the eye, definitely make sure you moisturize. To set my under eye, I'm going to use the RCMA translucent loose powder. This is honestly a really affordable powder. This big thing, it's 3 ounces. I think it's $10. So I like to kind of just set in this area right here in the front. I'll tell you guys why I don't like to set out here. I find that when you put powder in this area and then try to put your highlighter over it, your highlighter just kind of dusts off. I mean, you can see it, but I feel like you have to pack more on. I feel like if it's put on directly over foundation or anything that's a little more moist, it just glides on and your highlight is just that more fleeky. But yeah, I'm going to kind of just let that sit there for a minute. I went ahead and I bought the e.l.f. bronze palette to try it out. So the moment of truth. Oh, and it has a mirror, perfect. I was really feeling this colors. I'm not gonna lie, I did open it while I was in the store, so I mean, I knew what I was buying. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this shade right here. It's a little more cooler, but I like it. And I'm just gonna use the MAC 168 brush. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna bronze, contour, whatever you guys want to call it. I do want to add a little more depth to this area out here, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use this shade right here. It's a little deeper. So far, so good. So now for my blush, I also bought the e.l.f. blush palette. They were only $6, so like, I feel like they were such a good deal and I couldn't pass them up. They were in stock. Why not? I'm going to use this peachy shade right here in the corner. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques floofy brush. Just like this. And I'm going to smile. Wow, that's so pretty. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and go in with our highlight. I'm going to use my glow kit. I haven't found a drugstore highlighter yet, so if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I'm going to use my Morphe M438, the most perfect brush for highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in to Dripping Gold. This one in the corner right here. Alright, so for my lips, I am going to stay more on the peachy side, and I'm going to be using Bumble by Colourpop. Colourpop has amazing shades for the low. You can't beat Colourpop. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm still getting used to being on camera, so whatever tips you guys have or any suggestions or questions, let me know. I hope you guys subscribe and come back and watch me. Hopefully I get better at this thing. Thank you guys.